Jones.
Well, starting it off with the time lapse, looking to the west, just those nice, mostly sunny skies, maybe some partly cloudy in there into the afternoon. But then it starts to clear up as we went into this evening, leaving a great sunset in its wake. And when the sunset passes, that's when our temperatures start to cool down, of course, thanks to that daytime heating going away, down to about 81 degrees here in town, 79 for El Dorado as well as Sonora out to the south, 84 the hot spot right now in Robert Lee, so a good 5 degrees or so right now across the Concho Valley. Dew points still holding on to a little bit drier conditions than what we saw last month. 57 here in town, still 65 there in Junction, 51 for Ozona. Relative humidity indices from the 30s up towards those 50s and 60s as you work your way towards the southeast. And whenever we're taking a look at the upper level pattern, you can see that trough still making its trek off towards the west, or off towards the east, pardon me. And then we have off here towards the west, that high pressure trying to make its resurgence, going to shift a little bit further towards the west, over towards the Four Corners as we work into the back half of the work week, with this next weaker trough making its way in by about Friday to Saturday. That's going to open the gates to more rain chances working their way into the area. And as we look at our 7-day rain chances, you can see it wants to pick up just a little bit there by Tuesday. I'm a little skeptical on the Tuesday, but as we head in towards Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and even towards Sunday, only 1 day away from Labor Day at that point, that's where those rain chances are really on to the rise, up towards 30–40%. So that's what I'm watching for right now, hoping it stays true and hoping it stays with us. Maybe even a little bit of a rise in that. We could use some more rain into the Concho Valley. For the national satellite picture, you can see most of the activity off towards the west, a couple severe thunderstorm warnings in Utah, as well as that severe thunderstorm watch box in the panhandles of Oklahoma and Texas. But as far as the tropics are concerned, you can see yesterday it was at a 40% chance. They've downgraded it from the National Hurricane Center to about a 30% chance of development for this system of clouds and storms working their way into the barrier islands there. So going to keep my eyes on that, but for now, not too much of a risk, nothing too much to be worried about. Whenever we're looking at the Lone Star State, you can still see that severe thunderstorm watch, but as far as the rest of the Lone Star State goes, pretty clear out there as far as the radar goes as well. Not too much rain out there, just that severe thunderstorm watch box. That's what I'm watching for, but doesn't look like the storms are going to hold their strength as they make their way further south towards the Concho Valley either. Whenever we're getting a closer look, not even too much clouds on the satellite and radar right now, just a little bit of thin cirrus clouds off towards the Crockett County area. And whenever we're going into the futurecast, could see, just the afternoon cloud cover as we're heading into our Monday to start off the work week tomorrow. Going into it, maybe a little bit of shower activity off towards Abilene if you're going to be heading that way, but nothing too severe out there either. Tuesday day, you can see my model's not picking up too much out there either, so not sure what the other one was, but still going to be, maybe keep that umbrella ready. Might as well get it ready for the weekend either way. But as we finally head into Wednesday, that's where I finally think we start to see those specks of green popping up on the radar, so going to see if these can try to intensify just a little bit, maybe get some yellows or reds on the radar out there for that day. But I know I'm just excited for the rain either way if we can get some back into the area. So for tonight, nice and cool under the clear skies, about 68 degrees, winds out of the east 5 to 10 miles an hour. Tomorrow, that 30-degree run right back into the upper 90s, 97 degrees with winds turning out of the south-southwest 5 to 10 miles an hour. So maybe a little bit more humidity going to start working its way in. And as we work through the next 7 days, Labor Day's only 1 day off the 7-day forecast, so already working into the end of August here. This is going to be the rest of August for you. You can see that relative cool down into the lower 90s Tuesday and Wednesday. Rain chance is going to make that resurgence into next weekend for the last weekend of August, with temperatures rebounding right back into the upper 90s. That's all for your 7-day forecast, but stick around for more KSAN Weekend News right after this.